Certainly. The family of Miss Kada Scott, who's a 23-year-old black female who stands 5'6", 120 pounds, reported her missing on 10/5/25. She was last seen by her mother the night before at approximately 9:50 p.m. when Miss Scott was leaving for work. We do know she did arrive at work. She works at a nearby nursing home. However, we know that she left prior to her shift's completion. Detectives are currently canvassing the neighborhood for video. We're interviewing friends and family, and we're analyzing cell phone data. What's troubling about this case is, number one, you have a 23-year-old young lady who has completely disappeared. We have no cell phone activity or social media activity, and she's not reached out to family or friends. In the days prior to her disappearance, Ms. Scott related to family and friends that unknown individuals or person had been harassing her via phone. We're investigating that. We're trying to learn more. That being said, we want the public to take a really good look at Ms. Scott's photo. Any information, no matter how small, it would be of great use to detectives investigating this case. Any information can be forwarded to our tip line, or can call Northwest Detectives directly at 215-686-3353.
When does her shift usually end, and how early did she leave?
We're not exactly sure the exact time she left. It was pretty soon after arriving. She worked a 10 p to 6 a shift, overnight shift.
In her social media, I'm not sure if you've been able to scrutinize it. Is there anything there, any like internal messages, anything that suggests that she's left for a reason?
Thus far, nothing like that's been located. However, we're doing a deep dive on all her social media as we speak, and those are things we're going to be looking at. Internal messages, posts, or things like that. But as of right now, there's nothing.
At this time, do you believe she's in danger?
At this time, I mean, all I can say right now is that a 23-year-old girl hasn't been seen in 4 days. There is that her explaining to family that she had been harassed by an individual or individuals via phone. So we do have some concern, more so than usual. So again, we're just pleading for the public to take a really good look at Miss Scott's photo and let us know if you've seen her.
Did her coworkers report any strange behavior when she was working that night?
We did interview coworkers. There was nothing too extravagant in their statements. We're still in the process of doing that. So,
Do we know what the harassment was about? If it was somebody that she even knows?
we're still trying to get into the bottom of that. Again, we don't know who that person was. We do know that much. We don't know who it was. So we're trying to determine that. We're still in the process of doing interviews, seeing if we can figure out who the person doing this harassment was.
Did she arrive to work like via car? Is the car missing? Or?
She arrived to work in her car. That car has been recovered by police, has been processed for evidence and analyzed.
So she didn't leave work?
She did not leave in her car. That's correct.
Your car was at work?
Correct. It was located in the parking lot. The police did recover that, and then we did forensically process that vehicle.
Cameras on the building show any sort of how she got, where she went then after?
Unfortunately, no. We're still in the process of canvassing the nearby neighborhood in hopes of gathering some video.
And her phone doesn't show like rideshare activity or?
On an initial inspection, no.
So that's the last time that you've seen that
Yeah.
she was seen.
The last time she's was at work by coworkers shortly after her arrival at 10 o'clock.
History of this?
No history of this.
You can't ping her cell phone to any location?
We have, but it's all historical. Her cell phone is currently off. So what data, we do have data that's being analyzed, where she was in the time up to her disappearance. But as of this moment, her phone is off.
Do you have a message to people who, I know the general public, but those who may have information but think it's not relevant or valuable, maybe they know where she is, maybe they think nothing of it?
No matter what information you have, think of it as a possible piece to a large jigsaw puzzle. If there's 100 pieces to a puzzle, you may think your piece is insignificant. But without your piece, that jigsaw puzzle is not being solved. So I would plead with you, whatever information you have, reach out to the police. It's greatly appreciated.
It's unusual to have a press conference. I mean, not necessarily unusual, but we don't go to a lot of press conferences about missing people. Once again, it's the harassment that you said?
Correct. It's that harassment coupled with the length and time. A person who is this is completely out of character. The family's describing this as completely out of character. She's in communication with family and friends. She seems to be a very bright, energetic woman who enjoys family and friends. And this has never happened in her 23 years on Earth. Coupled with what reports we were getting about this harassment from individuals. We're trying to figure out who they are. As I said, the more eyeballs I can get on this young lady's photo, we're hoping that anyone can lead us in the right direction.
Any leads on that group who was harassing her?
Not in this time, but again, we're kind of this investigation's kind of in its infancy, and detectives, we're getting a lot of help from our partners, and we're going to continue to investigate this very thoroughly.
Captain, just want to double check. You said 10-5 last seen. The release said 10-4. Was it 10-4?
She was last seen by her mother on 10-4. I think if I misspoke, the report was made on the 5th.
Thank you.
Yeah, she worked that overnight shift. And speaking from somebody who's done that in the past, you forget what dates are.
Are you suspecting she's local? She's going to be local, found locally, or are other states helping?
Well, she's been entered into the National Crime Information Center database as missing. So anyone who has encounters with her is going to know she's missing. There's nothing to lead us to believe she has any connections out of state at this point or right now. So it's pointing to local. But then again, I mean, we're very thorough in our investigation. We'll follow any lead where it takes us, no matter where.
And just to clarify, the last time you guys pinged to the location of her cell phone was at work, but now her phone's off. So
Yeah, it was a nearby cell tower. So.
Okay, thank you.
How close is work from here?
A few miles
Okay.
up at Mount Airy.
And I'm told she has a large social media following. Could it have been somebody that was a fan of hers on social media?
At this point, I mean, that would be speculation. That being said, that's something we're taking a really close look at. As I said, we're kind of really going through our social media, messages, responses to posts, followers. In today's day and age, social media is a very important part of young people's lives, so that's something we're going to really dig into.
To Tina's point, is it to the degree is she an influencer? Is she someone who's very high visibility?
From somebody who really, I mean, obviously I wouldn't even know how to describe an influencer, but generally I think it looks like social media was a part of her life, like it is any 23-year-old. That's all I can really say. I wouldn't say so much of an influencer, but definitely social media was a part of her life.
Good. Captain, thank you so much.
No problem. As I said, the big thing behind this is the more eyeballs we can get on this. I mean, obviously it's a little bit of concern. I really appreciate everyone coming out there. If we get one tip out of this, that's better than where we're at. So I appreciate you taking the time to come out here.
Thank you, everyone, for waiting for me.
Maybe if it was a win,
Yeah, well, that's a lot of hours for me too.
I come in at 3, and I came in at 10 up.
I was waiting for Ian to show up.
How are you?
It started. Hey, how are you? It's just the time.
Wait, no, it's already done.
No,
No?
it's done.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to walk in because it said don't walk in, so here we are.